Hello, Cancer, and Happy New Year. And it is time for your January 2026 reading. We start off with the Wisdom of the Oracle, Milk and Honey, which is a 51 equals 6, all about harmony, peace, balance, partnerships. So maybe you're coming into a really good period of time with you and your partner, or even a business partner. Milk and honey, essential meanings: the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. The oracle's message: you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. Relationship message: sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers. Sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Prosperity message: there was only one authentic you. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Protection message: a nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly, before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted. Feeling worse than before, you may continue struggling, or you see the light and choose to surrender to Spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. All right, you need to take really good care of yourself. If you are in some kind of stressful situation, Cancer, try your best to put you first. I know that's not really your nature. You're very homebody, very caring, very loyal, and others often come first in your life. Let's look at career and finance. Judgment card reversed. Scorpio energy: self-doubt, lack of self-awareness, failure to learn lessons, self-loathing. Different. Okay, so maybe your job situation is not the milk and honey part of the reading. Page of Wands reversed: you're not super thrilled about what you're doing for a job or a career. You've lost that spark. You've lost that. It's like this gives an energy of you've been doing a certain job for a really long time, and it's just all the freshness, excitement, and innovation, all of that has like worn off and you're bored with it or very unhappy. King of Cups, there is the water energy: wise, diplomatic, balanced head and heart, devoted advisor, counselor. Some of you need to go into counseling, okay? That's what the message I got from this card. Others of you, maybe you still love your career, you just don't love the company that you're working for right now. And there you are, Cancer, in the upright, the Chariot. So some of you have ambition, determination, willpower, success, self-discipline, control, focus. Some of you are going to find someplace new, and you're going to take off in your chariot and go find it. So others of you, there was something about this past or your current job that you did love, but it's kind of waning and waxing and waning. Maybe you're going through a low point. Maybe your company is going through a low point right now, and it is difficult to find your enthusiasm. Curb your enthusiasm, Cancer. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay, let's see what these cards have to say. Four of Wands reversed. That's like an unhappy home, but some of you could work with your spouse or you work from home and things are kind of in upheaval. I'm getting like your domicile where you live. Some of you work, you live in an apartment above your place of business, like old school, like in a little loft or whatever. There may be, I heard a word eviction. So Some of you, if you've got job and love mixed together, it may be kind of a mishmash mess. King of Wands came out crossing. Here's a weird message that came in, but I'm going to say it. There is a company that is sweet on your company and maybe wants to buy them out. And Cancer, you're not comfortable with that. You're thinking, well, what are these people going to come in and do? We're all going to get laid off, etc., etc. So a lot of you are looking. And Knight of Wands in the upright. Something is not as it seems, okay? So the Knight of Wands, if your company's being bought out and it's got all this fire energy, something is not as it seems. It looks glamorous. It sounds real good. They may be telling you, oh yeah, everyone's going to get a raise and we're going to do this, this, and this. And, you know, we want to promote you. And then they get in there and fire everybody. So, and you know how it is in the world today. Hostile takeovers and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. A lot of you are coming into kind of like an insecure job situation. Empress reversed. You're not feeling on top of your game. This is Libra and Taurus energy. But, you know, I think some of you know something's up. And, again, this is like love and harmony. This card is, you know, those two signs are Taurus and Libra. Quarter love and harmony and partnerships and fairness and justice and all those things in the expression of beauty. Some of you see through this Knight of Wands energy that's coming in to save the day. You know, your employer could have hired like a consultant, and this is how we're going to get the company back on track. And, you know, we're going to have to tighten our belts, folks. And, you know, some of you may be getting a demotion or even less money. So it feels like the job front is very insecure, and a lot of you are just going to get in your chariot and drive away and look for something else. So love and romance now. I'm pulling the cards. I heard not so sure. Not so sure. All right, let's start with these. Okay, so like a lot of the signs in January, people are kind of going through a rough patch. You know, it's the fire signs were really having a tough time. Earth signs, air signs, all of you. So now I'm on the water signs and Ten of Wands. Again, if some of you work together, it's not working out. If you work with your husband, your spouse, your wife, you know, somebody that's really close to you, and it just is feeling like a burden, or you're in a relationship that feels like a burden. Page of Swords, some of you are going to speak your truth. Others of you, this just in, a past person is spying on you. You may have somebody that pines over you, Cancer, and can't forget you. They're curious. Maybe they reached out over the holidays. How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what do you want? Some of you are going to have a very honest conversation with your significant other. And Hermit came out crossing, Virgo energy. So I seek truth and inner wisdom. Going within and seeking solitude and introspection. You may need to retreat from the world to find inner peace and guidance. Some of you just feel like your whole life is falling apart. Not only is your job insecure, but now your love life is up in the air, and you need to go into hermit mode and just kind of chill and think about it and try to figure it out. Nine of Wands. Some of you still have some fight left in you for this relationship. Let's see what we get with the clarifiers. Others of you, you always feel, I don't know, you've got your walls up at this point with the Nine of Wands, and maybe you're willing to fight for your freedom kind of thing too, or I don't know, this past energy, I feel like there's somebody lurking around spying on you, honestly, Cancer. Yeah, could be somebody from your past, Six of Cups. This could be a childhood sweetheart, someone you've known. I got same-sex relationships, so it could be like a really old friend. So someone has reached out from your past, really fond memories, and maybe it's made you think, Cancer, gee, is my life all that happy? You know, what if I got together with so-and-so from the past? What would have happened? The couldas, wouldas, and shouldas. Sun energy reversed, Leo. A lot of you realize that, I don't know, right now things are looking a little cloudy, not so great. Sun reversed is still a decent card, but it's needs to be in the upright. I feel like even in the reverse, something's been exposed. You know the truth about something with that Page of Swords. And some of you, yeah. There's some kind of confrontation, a conversation that's going to go on between you and your loved one, significant other, whoever this is. And it may be very cutting, very blunt, very direct. And, you know, one of you is going to be left standing and the other one's going to kind of feel torn down. So I feel like Cancer is in their power this month and maybe telling somebody where they can take it or stick it. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. I think you need to give to yourself, Cancer, and focus on you, but that's just me. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests that you make a restart, a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up and up. Attune with the moon, recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Additional meanings for this card, gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. The person you're asking about is reliable. Interesting. So I don't know if you're thinking about this past person or somebody you work with or your current love situation. The teaching. Virgo is the sign of health, service, and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feel of the harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be that a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do at this time. Okay, good luck, Cancer. It's kind of a mishmash, but sounds like you've got a lot of big decisions to make, and be grounded, use your discernment. Good luck in January and in 2026. Thanks for watching. Bye.